Hi, my name's Andy. I'm a member of St Peter's Church in Elworth. Romans 7:15 says, I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do, and what I hate to do, I do. The old classic tongue twister there, and I probably added too many do's. But it's a really important passage that is relevant to our lives today, I think. I've recently been watching a programme called The Chosen, which is an app and you can just watch it on your telly. And if you know me, I've probably told you about it already because I think it's really good. But it follows the life of Jesus, and it also focuses on his disciples and their stories behind how they came to follow Jesus. And one of the characters in there is called Nicodemus, who's not actually a disciple but a Pharisee. And it's a really interesting take on his perspective of things. And I really got something from it when I watched it. But he is basically a secret follower of Jesus. He recognises he's the Messiah, and he has a conversation with him at night time. And there comes a time in the series where he has to make a decision whether to follow Jesus, almost become one of his disciples, or whether he stays where he is and keeps his reputation amongst his peers. And the decision really chews him up, and it's heartbreaking to see him make that decision. And he decides to stick with his current life, and you know that by watching the scene that he really wants to follow Jesus, but he just can't let go of what he currently has. And it's just such a shame that applies to our lives as well today, where we seem to not be able to let go of certain things when God's calling us to go a different way, whether it's money or a job title or anything like that. If God's asking us to do something else and we hold on to those things, sometimes it's really difficult. Well, it is really difficult to let go of them when we know God's calling us another way. But I just always look at that scene and think, what happens if Nicodemus did follow Jesus, and how much more enriched his life would have been, and the amazing things he would have seen if he decided to make that step. And I just want to encourage you today that if you have a door open that you believe God's open for you, how much more you'll get from that if you open or go through that open door than wondering what if and staying where you currently are. So I'd just like to encourage you to jump in with 2 feet and do whatever God's saying for your life, because it will be ultimately much more than you can ever imagine, and will be a real blessing for you, I'm sure. Thank you.